So Mahabharat is a Dharma Shastra. It is not only to be studied to know the story part. There are two aspects to this. One is the itihas. This is how it happened. So we must know the correct also the itihas as per Ved Vyasji has given, not based on a source which is more dramatic and dialogues are added, because then the entire context changes. And also it is Dharma Shastra because it gives a very important point that how to live a fulfilled life. And that's the reason Dharmartha Kama Mokshanam Upadesham Samanvitam Purva Vruttam Kathayuktam Itihasam Prachakshate. That is how Itihas is defined. How to live a fulfilled life, that is very important. Otherwise, at the end of the journey, there is so much of incompletion, frustration, irritation, depression, sadness. Life is not fulfilled. So what has been mentioned in Mahabharat and Dharma Shastra is how to accomplish all four goals in one life. Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. So what we study Bhagavad Gita and Upanishad is Adhyatma Shastra, about Atma, about Brahman. But this is how to live. And that's the reason in Mahabharat, Ramayana, in Dharma Shastra, a lot of day-to-day topics are taken. Marriage, job, war, economy, finance, conduct, behavior, etc., etc. So we will see today some glimpse of Dharma discourses which are so beautiful, so refreshing, and in a different style of presentation. So let us prepare ourselves by sitting straight, head, neck, backbone straight. Let us take a deep, slow, conscious breath. Most of the time, breathing, heart beating, circulation, digestion is happening without our knowledge. Hold the breath and exhale. So the body is still, the breath is quiet and deep. Let us withdraw our mind from all that has happened in the past, keeping the learnings with us. Let us withdraw mind from all future anxieties, worries. What next is not important question right now. Let us focus on what is there in front of me. So still body, a cheerful mind, peaceful mind, a clear intellect, a deep conscious breathing is an ideal instrument for spiritual sadhana. Let us invoke God's grace, Guru Parampara's blessings, so that this study doesn't remain only like academic study, but there is a transformation, because this knowledge must transform my behavior, my attitude, my actions, my thinking, feeling. Om. 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 Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahanau Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karvavahai Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.
गजाननं भूतगणादिसेवितं कपित्थजम्बूफलसारभक्षितम् उमासुतं शोकविनाशकारणं नमामि विघ्नेश्वर पादपङ्कजं सरस्वती नमस्तुभ्यं वरदे कामरूपिणि विद्यारम्भं करिष्यामि सिद्धिर्भवतु मे सदा अखण्डमण्डलाकारं व्याप्तं येन चराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुरेव परं ब्रह्म तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः स्थावरं जङ्गमं व्याप्तं यत्किञ्चित् सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः चिन्मयं व्यापि यत्सर्वं त्रैलोक्यं सचराचरं तत्पदं दर्शितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देवदेव समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम् श्रीवेदव्यासाय नमः नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवी सरस्वती व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवी सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत् हरि ओम
Hari Om. Thank you, Manisha. So, why did Vedvyashi wrote Mahabharat when he was there itself? All this Mahabharat is the story of his own children and grandchildren. Arthashastram idam punyam, dharmashastram idam param, moksha shastram idam proktam vyasena mita buddhinam. So Vedvyashi's buddhi was so vast that he has given in Mahabharat very important point how to have a fulfilled life, and our culture is so beautiful that it is not telling us to live in poverty. It is not telling us to do anything. We must be successful, we must be prosperous, we must have Niti Yukta Rajya, fairness. And how to do that is there in Mahabharat through story. In corporate language, we give a concept and then there is a case study. So this is a case study given Ramayana and Mahabharat. We must study properly. That's the reason we have taken this project of understanding what Vedvyashi has actually written in Mahabharat. Because sometimes when we see the serial or hear some kind of news in WhatsApp and YouTube, the correct itihas is not projected. Like, for example, suppose your life story is told by somebody else and there are so many, wrong things are told, you may not like it. No, this never happened. I never told this. So we must listen and understand from two perspectives. Correctly understanding the story and also giving the understanding about what is given in Mahabharat as Dharma Shastra, how to live a beautiful, fulfilled life. So where are we? We are not in Katkopar Chembur. Right now we are in forest. We are in Vanaparva. So please, for a minute, transport yourself in forest and experience what a forest life is. 12 years of Vanvas is happened to Pandavas and 1 year of Ajñatavasa. After 36 years of ruling in Indraprastha, out of jealousy, out of cunningness, Yudhishthira has lost himself, Pandavas, his wife, entire kingdom. Draupadi saves the day for them by asking the boon from Dhritarashtra. And again in the second game of dice, Yudhishthir loses Indraprastha and he gets 12 years of Vanvas along with Pandavas and Draupadi, they follow him. So these 12 years, not much mention of wars are there. No war has happened because Pandavas are into Vanvas. Hastinapur is protected by Bhishma Pitama. Now this is also important point because constantly there are wars happening. Any kingdom who is weak, any king who is not capable or not powerful, the other kingdom will attack. That was the law of might, which is there in jungle also. So Hastinapur, no one attacked because Bhishma Pitama was there. His glory was so vast spread. So what happened in Vanaparva is, we saw last time beautiful dialogue between Satyabhama and Draupadi. Lot of rishis used to visit Pandavas in Vanaparva to motivate them because Pandavas are not very highly motivated. They have been insulted. They have got unfair treatment. Such powerful kings, 5 of them along with Draupadi now are staying in forest. So we have to feel that it's not very easy. Such long unfair treatment. So one day Markandeya Rishi comes and he tells this story that now these 12 years, now do your duty, whatever is come to you. To explain this concept, this is a difference of presentation of Dharma Shastra in Itihas. Some references come in Gita and Upanishad, but not such kind of story format. So he says one story that there was one Kaushik Brahmin. He was high level of tapasvi. Lot of tapasya he used to do at home. He had elderly parents. One day he thought, no, this is not the right place to do tapasya. I must do tapasya in a forest. Many people think, if wish I could live in an ashram, my spiritual evolution would be, better. Wish I would go there and attend discourses whole day, I would have been a different person. Wish I could have got a spiritual family right from birth. I would have been a different person. But what to do? I was in job. It was so materialistic. Now in this country I am. My family members are not very keen what to do. Otherwise, I am very spiritual. So same thing Kaushik Brahmin thought. He told, no, I will go in do tapasya in forest. So he started doing tapasya. Months and years passed. One day when he was doing tapasya, there was one bird sitting on the tree and the bird shit on his head. His tapasya got broken. He looked at the bird and the bird burnt and fell down. He looked at the bird, felt sorry that, bird died, but he realized that he has got some siddhi. Little arrogance came. That evening he went for bhiksha because he has to go for bhiksha because whole day is doing tapasya. 5 houses they go. Om Bhavati Bhikshan Dehi. There was lady inside who was a middle-aged lady. She came and opened, yes, I am giving you bhiksha, just wait. She went inside, he was waiting outside and the door was open. After few minutes, one elderly person came and went inside the house. 15 minutes passed, 20 minutes passed, half an hour passed. Om Bhavati Bhikshan Dehi, again he told. 40 minutes passed. She told, yeah, I'm coming. Wait. 45 minutes passed. Om Bhavati Bhikshande. Now he started getting little angry. Yes, I'm coming, wait. After 45, 50 minutes, she came out. Very sorry, I'm very sorry that, you had to wait, but what to do? When you came, that is the time my husband also came from outstation. 3 days he was out and he was feeling very hungry and it was my duty to, give him food. So the Brahmin, Kaushik Brahmin told, yeah, but you are giving food to your husband. But do you know who I am? I'm a Brahmin. I'm a tapasvi. She casually told, yeah, I know who you are. Don't get so angry. I'm not like that bird who will burn with your eyes and fall down. This Kaushik Brahmin got little a jolt that she's sitting here in house. How did she understand? I have a siddhi of, I've got this siddhi, but she can understand my past, present, future. She can read my mind. She understood what happened in my life today morning. He prostrated. He told, please guide me. You seem to be very wise. What is dharma? So she told, my dharma is of wife. That is my duty. And just by doing this duty, I have got the dharma knowledge. So he says, okay, thank you very much, but I am sitting here only. You teach me. You are my guru. She closes her eyes and says, no, I am not your guru. Your guru is sitting in Mithila. You go there and your guru is a meat seller. He told, what? Meat seller? I am a Brahmin. So she describes the entire scenario that you go there, in the evening, you will find him in the shop. He is your guru. Go and get knowledge from him. He is a realized person. He thinks that she has not even gone out of this house. She has told how come she knows, but she has got those powers just by doing duty. That is a message of this story to Pandavas and to us. He goes, 5 o'clock, he reaches in the evening and sees that meat seller, the market is in full swing. There's a person, he finds out, he is cutting the meat, distributing. There are a lot of blood, mutton, eggs, hen, goats, bad smell coming. He cannot go near. He stands away only. He says, what is this? How is he my guru? That person also looks at this Kaushik Brahmin from far away. He understands. He says, wait, I'll come to you. After some time, he closes the shop at 6 o'clock. He says, I know we will not be able to discuss here, and I know why you have come here. We will go to my place. He understands that he already knows why I have come here. So that meat seller is called as Dharma Vyadha. The Dharma Vyadha takes him to his house, takes bath, both of them take bath, sit down. And he says, okay, please ask, what do you want to ask? So this Kaushik Brahmin asks first question. Now very interesting. So this is a beauty of Mahabharat Dharma Shastra discourses. They are very refreshing. They are very practical and they are very short and they are very question answer based. So he asks him, why do you sell meat? Why do you sell meat? You can do other things. No, you are a realized person. Why do you sell meat? Such a dirty profession. So he says, it's an ancestor's profession coming from various generations to me. It is just another profession like farming or stitching. Profession doesn't matter. Very important point he says. I do my duty and give 100% when I am there. I speak truth. I do not speak of ill of others. I do not get into unnecessary conflicts, and moreover, I do not eat meat myself or hunt myself. Also, I do my duty quite cheerfully, not thinking that, oh, why this is my duty. Very, very important, because many people think, I wish I could have got that job. I could have got this family. I could have been, there. This is not a good duty. This is a better duty. And moreover, he says that I feed hungry, show respect towards worthy, help others. I eat myself in moderation. I meditate divine before sleeping. That is my life. I have overcome anger, lust, greed, jealousy, ego just by doing my duty. Then he says, how have you developed this? Just by doing your duty, he says, by pleasant speech. Very interesting pointers Dharma Shastra gives, Mahabharat. By forgiveness, by practicing discipline, by studying scriptures. And then Kaushik Brahmanas, you know the truth. What is the truth, Dharma? He says, truth is that what causes larger good. In this context, that which sustains, that which upholds is truth. And untruth is that which causes pain and destruction. But how did you get all this knowledge? Just by cutting meat, and I saw your lifestyle from morning to evening. Then he opens the inside door and takes him inside, and his parents are sitting. He says, by two things I got this knowledge, by serving my parents and doing my duty cheerfully. That's all. And that is the very interesting message of Vyada Gita. This is called as Vyada Gita. There are many Gitas in the Mahabharat. And the main point of Vyada Gita is that do your duty cheerfully. Whatever duties come in front of you towards your body, towards family, towards your job, towards your business, and follow these practices. Don't complain about that, wish I could have got a different life, different family, different job, different kind of work. Then I would have been a different person. So very, very powerful story. Pandavas listen. And then Markandeya Rishi goes, they start discussing that what is our duty right now? We have got Vanvas. And they start discussing about what is their duty. Ved Vyasji comes there and says, your duty right now is to acquire divine weapons. War will happen, according to me. Looking at Duryodhana and team, they will not budge. So what you should do is not just spend time in forest by eating, going here and there and, having barbecue. So now who will go? So they all come together and decide Arjun will go to collect celestial weapons. He is the most capable warrior. So Yudhishthira instructs Arjuna to perform austerities, tapasya, and obtain celestial weapons. So Arjuna's penance starts. He goes to Indraprit mountain and starts his tapasya. So it's a forest, it's a mountain. One day, while hunting one deer, he finds that another arrow also has come in the deer, and one hunter comes that because of my arrow, the deer has died. Arjun says, no, I am the greatest, archer in the world. Because of my arrow, the deer has died. It is mine. They say, no, he says, this is mine. His name is Kirat. So how will we decide? So he says, let's have a war. Arjun says, don't say I am a greatest warrior. You know who I am? I am Arjun. He says, you may be Arjun, but I am a hunter in the forest. They both start fighting. After some time, some days there, that time it is written, Arjun realizes he is no ordinary archer. Arjun says, wait, now I've forgotten something, I will do something and again we will resume fight. He says, okay. He collects flowers. He says, I want to take Ashirwad of Shivji. He makes a garland and puts on a Shivlinga which is there and then gets up and says, okay, let us fight. He finds the same garland on that hunter's neck. Arjun immediately realizes that he is not an ordinary hunter, he is Shivji himself. And Shivji is pleased with his devotion, his archery, and he shows his real swarup to him and then gives him Pashupati Astra. Greatest Astra is Pashupati Astra because it can destroy the entire world. It is like a nuclear weapon. So all gods and goddesses gather to see this because Arjun has got this Astra. No human being has got because it cannot be given to anyone. You cannot give some revolver in a monkey's hand because monkey can shoot anywhere. That's the reason all these wars are happening today that, any nation cannot have nuclear weapon. So other gods and goddesses also come and bless him with lot of astras and shastra. Arjun gets extreme military superiority over all people over there. He becomes the greatest. Indra, his father, comes and feels so happy. When children achieve something, parents are more happy. Indra Bhagwan comes and says, okay, please come to heaven for some time. You are my son. Arjun also knows, yeah, please come. So Arjun goes with Indra Bhagwan in the heaven and then they are having very good time there. Arjun starts learning divine weapons from Gandharvas, Yakshas. He starts learning music, dance from Chitrasen, Gandharva. So one evening, Urvashi comes there, who is an Apsara. She gets infatuated with Arjun's beauty, his entire character, and she approaches him. He refuses and he calls her mother. No, the Urvashi's Apsara, she gets very, very upset that how can you call me mother? Nobody calls me mother. Everyone gets actually infatuated with my beauty. I am interested in you. He refuses her advances and she curses him that you are the first person who has refused me and you have called me mother. So you become a kleba. Kleba means neither a man, neither a woman. Indra Bhagwan comes there. He requests Urvashi that he is my son. Urvashi says, I cannot take back my curse. Then Indra Bhagwan says, please modify it. And then Indra Bhagwan modifies it for 1 year. For 1 year, you will be neither a man, neither a woman. And this curse becomes a blessing for Arjun later on, we will see. So that way Arjun collects lot of celestial weapons, learns lot of music, dance, and then comes down. Here Pandavas are also getting bored without Arjun. And they come and then Arjun comes back in the 5th year of Vanvas and then shares all his knowledge. The stories, and Pandavas are listening. What happened? This is how I got Pashupati Astra. This is how I got this Astra. This is how I learned dance. And then they are very happy. Pandavas are discussing a lot of things about strategies. They start the 6th year, they visit all Bharatvarsha sacred places. In between, Bhim used to get angry on Yudhishthir. Arjun used to, cool him down. So that way years are passing, they're preparing for war. So we have to note why this Mahabharat is important to learn and understand, because we know that Arjun has been preparing for this war for many, many years. And then he comes there in the Bhagavad Gita, Dharmakshetre, Kurukshetre, and then there he gets deluded. And that's the reason Lord Krishna comes and gives him this knowledge that no, this is not the time. You have been preparing for so long for this moment and now you are withdrawing. So 11th year starts. There in Hastinapur, Duryodhana is very happy that 1 year now, and then 12th year, somehow he has placed all his CIDs everywhere, spies, and he knows once he will catch Pandavas, again they will go for 12-year Vanvas. So to mock them, to show them down, he comes with Dushasan, Karna, Shakuni with soldiers and camp near where they are staying in that forest. And he wants to mock them, say that, see, I am a king, how I am living, all this chappan bhog and enjoying, and it's a like outing, forest outing. And they camp near a lake. And when his soldiers go there to collect water, there is a Gandharva who comes. He's Chitrasen. He says, you cannot have this water without my permission. So the soldiers come and tell Duryodhan. Duryodhan laughs. Who is that Gandharva? You kill him and take this water. I am the king here of Hastinapur. He doesn't realize that they are Gandharvas. Celestial weapons they have. The soldiers are killed. Duryodhan, Karna, Dushasan all come along with their entire army. That Gandharva kills many soldiers, defeats Duryodhan, Karna, Dushasan. So in war, when we go to war, we will see that there are two kinds of defeats. Sometimes the warrior will not kill you, but when you retreat, you are considered as defeated. So Karna, Dushasan run away. Still some people ask, oh no, do you think Karna was more powerful or Arjun was more powerful? Because they have not read correct Mahabharat. Karna was not able to defeat even Drupada. Here also Karna is defeated by the Gandharva. So Karna, Dushasan, Shakuni all run away. Duryodhan is captured alive, he is kept captive by Gandharva. He told, I will kill you later on. Just imagine, Duryodhan is a very powerful warrior, very arrogant. He's been caught and kept as a captive. Survivors, spies go to Yudhishthira and tell, this is how it has happened. That Duryodhan is caught and Karna and Dushasana have ran away. So the Yudhishthir, being Yudhishthiri, calls Arjun and Bhim, says that go and relieve Duryodhan. He may be our enemy, but he is our cousin. It is our duty. Bhim straight away refuses, says this is the best opportunity now. We without fighting Duryodhan will be killed. We don't have to have a war later on. Best opportunity. Don't help him. We will not relieve him. So there is a lot of argument happens between Bhim and Yudhishthir. Arjun comes because Arjun is a follower of Yudhishthir. He says, no, Yudhishthir is saying he's our elder brother. He has told us to relieve Duryodhan. We will go. Arjun comes. Arjun and Gandharva has huge war. He is the same Gandharva, Chitrasen, who has taught him music, dance. Gandharva is pleased with Arjun. He says, I was sent by Indra Bhagwan to teach a lesson to Duryodhan, that somehow where he will learn some lesson. So Duryodhan is released by Gandharva. Then Arjun and Bhim says, okay, now you are released, you are free, you can go. Arjun is ashamed, deeply humiliated because he is a warrior, he is a Kshatriya at heart. Whatever said and done, he has that Kshatriya pride. He says that I will suicide now. This is like, see, Kshatriya would love to get killed in the war, but not this kind of defeat. And that too, he has come to mock Pandavas. And now he has been released by Pandavas. What a shameful situation he is going through. He comes to Hastinapur. Duryodhan comes to Hastinapur and then he is repressed. He says, I am going to give my life. I will fast unto death. Karna comes and consoles him that no, 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 you were not defeated by Pandavas, you were defeated by Gandharva, and they are using celestial weapons. This is not a defeat. Duryodhana says, no, no, this is defeat itself. I would love to get killed in the war like Kshatriya, but this is more than that. I am already killed from within. So somehow Karna convinces him not to give up his body by fasting unto death. Now, very important point here. It has been written that Duryodhana, instead of being grateful, he becomes more revengeful of Pandavas. So now Bhim and Arjun come back. Yudhishthir is very happy with them. They are spending time. Once when Bhim is angry on Yudhishthir, one day when Bhim is walking in the forest to collect wood, one serpent, very huge serpent called as Nahusha comes and suddenly catches. He's a python, huge serpent. Catches Bhim. Now we know what is Bhim's power, but somehow Bhim is not able to relieve himself from this python's grip. Yudhishthir arrives. Now we will see a lot of interesting dialogues, and this is a speciality of Mahabharat. Yudhishthir comes and asks that please release Bhim. Nahusha says, I will release your brother, but if you answer my some questions, I will release him. I am not having any enmity towards Bhim or you. Yudhishthir says, okay. So then some questions are asked. I am just giving you a glimpse of few questions. Who is a true Brahmin? He says a Brahmin is defined by qualities, not by birth. Very important. Now, because we don't read Mahabharat happens later on. Till now, there are reservations on the caste. What is real strength? That Python asks. Self-control is the real strength, not physical power, Yudhishthir says. What is real knowledge? Understanding dharma is real knowledge. The Nahusha Python is very pleased. He says, I am releasing Bhim. And then this is how Bhim is released and Yudhishthir saves him. Few months pass. We all should know in forest, in earlier days, the fire is very important. And there is an instrument called as Arani, through which they create fire. Now also, in some of the yajnas, they have fire created by Arani. It's a wooden instrument where there is friction. So one day, Pandavas are sitting and one deer comes and takes that Arani and runs away. So all Pandavas run after that deer. The deer runs far off and then it disappears and Pandavas reach far off and are exhausted. They sit down. That Arani is gone. Yudhishthir says that I am very thirsty. Everybody says that we are very thirsty, exhausted. Yudhishthir says, Sahadev, okay, climb up this tree and see where there is water nearby. Sahadev climbs and sees, okay, there is one lake there. Yudhishthir says, go and drink water and also bring for all of us. Sahadev goes there, bends down, fully exhausted, so thirsty. There is one Yaksha comes, says, don't drink this water. So one sound comes, not Yaksha comes. This lake belongs to me. You cannot drink water without my permission. Sahadev looks, who are you? Like, I am Pandav, Sahadev. He drinks, he falls unconscious. After some time, Nakul comes, he falls unconscious. After some time, Arjun comes, he falls unconscious. Bhim comes, they all four fall unconscious because they see at their brothers, but they are so interested in drinking water, and when sound comes, they say, no, we are Pandavas, how can, nothing can happen. Maybe the My brothers have just drank some water and taking rest. Nobody gives importance to that voice because their Pandavas, almighty celestial weapons. After a long time, when these four brothers don't come, Yudhishthir comes there and sees his four brothers lying. So Yudhishthir greatness, actually when we read Mahabharat, we come to know. He understands the situation that such great warriors are lying there unconscious, something is wrong. He bends down because it is related to something related to water, and the sound comes, don't drink this water. Your brothers are almost killed by me. Yudhishthira says, but why? He says, this lake belongs to me. You cannot drink this water without my permission. But we are all very thirsty and exhausted. So what? So when can we drink water? He says, I told your brothers, you answer my questions. Now here also there is a format. You answer my questions, then you can drink the water. Because this lake belongs to me. Yudhishthira understands that, yes, I will answer all your questions. Please ask. And then one yaksha comes in front of him. And there is a very beautiful dialogue, long dialogue between yaksha and Yudhishthira. Now in Chinmay Mission, one book is also published. Those who want to read after this glimpse what we are going to give here, they can take that, buy that book online, Yaksha Prashna. So the Yaksha starts asking and Yudhishthira starts answering. See the beauty, the freshness of this knowledge, how it is given in Mahabharat, in this Itihas. That is the difference. That's the reason we must read Mahabharat. Not have this myth that no, suppose we read Mahabharat happens. It is not an auspicious text. There are so many dharma discourses here. Yaksha starts. What is heavier than earth? Yudhishthir says, mother. What is higher than sky? Yudhishthir says, father. What is faster than wind? Yudhishthir says, mind. This is very interesting. What is more numerous than grass? Yudhishthir says, worries. Such beautiful things. Worries are more than grass. Giving up what makes a person happy? Yaksha asks, Yudhishthir says, greed. If someone is not happy, there is some element of greed somewhere. I want something. Who is truly happy? Yudhishthir says, very interesting. One who cooks one's own food. One who lives simple life in his own home, not foreign land. One who is free from debt and one who is not dependent on others for happiness is a happy person. Such a beautiful pointed answer in such a short way. This is the beauty of Mahabharat Dharma discourses. What is the most interesting thing have you found out? Yaksha asks. He says, every day people die. Yet the living thing, they will never die. This is the most interesting thing I find. What is the path to follow in life? The path trodden by the virtuous and wise, though it may not be visible, that is a path which is given our Shastra. That should be followed. Not that I will get up and do whatever I feel like doing. Yaksha, who is truly alive even without breathing. A person who has fame and is remembered for his good deeds is truly alive after death. So we have to actually contemplate on death every day. Like Ramana Maharshi practiced sometime in the evening, sleep straight on the ground, and then as Ramana Maharshi did, hands like this and leg like this, okay, now I'm gone. What will people do? What will happen? What will happen? And then he realized in that moment, what is grief? Ignorance of true knowledge is grief. Anyone who is having sorrow is not having the knowledge of who am I. What is the greatest treasure? Learning and knowledge is the greatest treasure. What is true dharma? that which sustains and upholds all beings is dharma. Yaksha says, I am so happy with you. I am giving you one boon. You can choose one of your brothers. I will make one brother alive. Okay, you revive Nakula. Then Yaksha asked him, why Nakula? Why not Arjun? You are in forest, you have to fight a war. Why not Bhim? He says, Nakula is my step brother. Rather than his powerful brother Bhima and Arjun, I will go with Nakula, because if tomorrow if I say Arjun or Bhim, people will say, see, with one boon, he chose his own brother, not step brother. That is not fair. And that's the reason Yudhishthir is very, very practical, studied the entire Dharma Shastra, and impressed. The Yaksha suddenly reveals himself that I am actually Yama. I am Dharmaraj, your father. I just wanted to test. As there Indra Bhagwan came to, give some boons and took Arjun here. Sometimes Yamraj, Dharmaraj also wants to see his son, that whether his son is really Dharmaraj. And his father blesses him and says, this was a test actually. I wanted to check your knowledge and your fairness and your dharma based actions. So I release all of them, and then all 5 Pandavas get up as if they have gotten up from sleep, drink lots of water there, fulfills themselves and come back. So very beautiful dialogue, this Yaksha Prashna. I have just given you only few questions. There are so many beautiful questions there. So what is happening now? This is happening in the forest, Vana Parva. What is happening in Hastinapur? Very interesting thing happens during this period when Pandavas have gone to Vanvas. Dhritarashtra is not able to sleep properly because he knows that I have done wrong. He knows that war will be inevitable. He knows what will be the consequence of the war, that Dharma is on their side. So he is feeling really restless. This happens to all of us also. When we are restless, agitated, don't know what to do, then we call up somebody, we talk to them, ask them questions that please guide. And then Dhritarashtra thinks that whom to call now? I want to share. I am not able to sleep. I am agitated, mentally, emotionally drained. Only one person he goes to in Hastinapur to talk, that is Vidur. So he calls Vidur. Vidur comes, truthful, objective, fair, wise, knowledgeable, righteous, well-wisher of Hastinapur. He knows because whose son is? Ved Vyasji's son himself. Though he is born through a maid, he is not getting the kingdom, but he is the most wisest. Dhritarashtra says that, after dice game, Pandavas have gone. I know that that was wrong. I know what will be the outcome. I am going through this mental agitation. I cannot sleep. Can you tell me honestly what will be good for me to do now? So Vidurji smiles and starts. See, the dialogues are very interesting. I'm just giving you gist. Vidurji smiles and says, 4 kinds of people tend to lose their sleep. See, suddenly it is not like discourse in Vedanta. It is a different way of giving. One who has got into dispute with someone who is more powerful than that person loses sleep. One who has lost everything one had has lost sleep, loses sleep. One who is bitten by lust loses sleep. A thief who is looking to steal at night when others are asleep Then he smilingly asks him, are any of these are a cause of concern because of which you are not able to sleep? Dhritarashtra understands his tone, that is little sarcastic. He says, my dear Vidur, I am right now going through, agitated mind. I'm not able to sleep. Can you tell me some words of wisdom which will bring peace to my mind? And then there is a long, big dialogue which is very famous but not very well known because we have not read Mahabharat, and that is called as Vidura Niti. Vidur Niti, very long dialogue, very beautiful one. I am just going to give you some gist. Vidurji starts, okay, I'll give you some words of wisdom which will console you, which will bring peace to your mind. And now you see, he is telling to a king. He is a prime minister of the Hastinapur. He is telling the king, who is a true protector. Dharma is only true protector. Wealth, power, allies are temporary. Who is strongest? Not that Dhritarashtra is asking, he is only asking and he is telling. One who conquers anger, greed, ego is strongest. Who is wise? One who speaks truth pleasantly, acts careful, is humble despite knowledge, and remains calm in success and failure. Who is a fool in life? He is telling Dhritarashtra. One who knows dharma but ignores it. One who blames others for one's faults and situations in life. One who trusts the untrustworthy. One who speaks without thinking. And finally, he says, one who is blindly attached, because Dhritarashtra is attached to his son. Then he says some of the very interesting things. There are two ways of wasting wealth: giving to undeserving and not giving to undeserving. Giving to undeserving, not giving to deserving. Two actions that get respect and adoration in life. Avoiding hard speech and not honoring the wicked. We can have actually sessions on this. We can have a separate session of few classes on Vidur Niti, Yaksha Prashna, because here we are just mentioning it. We are not discussing the details. Two people do not deserve to live. A rich person who does not do charity and a poor person who cannot bear physical inconvenience. Very, very, very powerful statements. What kills what? Poison can kill only a person who drinks it. Weapon can kill only a person who is hit by it. But one undesired leak from the office of the administrator can destroy the entire kingdom with the king. What a powerful way of giving knowledge. Do not do these four things alone. Very interesting way of giving. Do not eat tasty food alone. Very interesting one. Make no important decisions alone. Do not walk alone on an isolated island. Do not stay up late at night when everyone is asleep. Very interesting ones. Then, 6 vices to be kept away to become successful and prosperous. As we mentioned, this is dharma, artha, kama, and then moksha will come. So what are the areas we have to take care which will come in my way of success and prosperity? 7 things, 6 things: sleep, drowsiness, fear, anger, lethargy, procrastination. Now, this is very interesting. 7 key factors to examine before getting married. Now, you might say, no, what is the use to me? But now at least it is better to listen at least and check whether still it is compatible or not, or whether you have done an error or mistake earlier. 7 key factors are given to check. Number 1, Sheela, character, nature, behavior, values of the other person we must check before getting married. Later on should not complain कि उसका behavior वैसा है. Second, Achara, what is his daily schedule? Like there are some husband and wife, some people get married, one wants full AC, one wants no AC. One sleeps till 9 o'clock, one gets up at 4 o'clock. One he wants a lot of spicy food, one wants very sattvic food. Whole problem in life. What is how the conduct of that person is under stress and anger. Very important one to check before getting married. Third one, arogya. What is the health and disease that person has or his parents has, because that can come as a hereditary disease to the family. Fourth one, what is the education background of the other person? What is the self knowledge and worldly knowledge? Whether the person has discrimination ability and decision making ability. There are some people who, after getting married, before getting married, don't have any decision making ability only, all the time confused. Don't get married to such person who is always confused. With what is the financial stability and earning capability and spending responsibility. The last one is very important, because some people get married and one person is a spender, one person is a earner. When we go to shopping mall, there is no end to shopping only. Then the next, kula, family background and reputation. What is a family background? Suddenly find that his father is into was jail and murderer after, who knows? Samskara, last one. What are the samskars this person has got? Religious outlook, very important. Otherwise, one person believes in God, one person in atheist. Getting married, problem. One person wants to do lot of puja archa, another person, no, I don't like puja archa, I will go out. One person wants to go to Tirthayatra temple, another person doesn't want to go any Tirthayatra temple. They want to go to bar and restaurant. Problem in life. Nothing to enjoy together. One person has a guru, another person says, I don't believe in gurus only. Big problem in marriage. 7 key factors before getting married. What is the time? We already time up. So we found that there are a couple of things, around 3-4 things mentioned by Viduraniti. And then we will go to Ajnatavas next time, that what happened in the 12th, 13th year. So these are only glimpses of the dharma discourses of Mahabharat to create that interest that, oh, there is Narad Muni dialogue, there is Yaksha Prashna, there is Nahusha serpent and Yudhishthir dialogue, there is this Vidura Niti, then the big dialogue is going to come, Bhishma Pitamaha and Yudhishthir dialogue. Raja Dharma, that is called as Raja Dharma Bhishma gives, because after that Yudhishthir will go and win the war and then rule fairly, prosperously in Hastinapur and Indraprastha. Om Purnamada Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.